Welcome to my first vlog of 2023. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I already did it a couple times in the past, but I wasn't consistent with my videos. And I hope that this year will change. I mean, I'm not hoping, I'm going to do it. Because if I say hope, then it's not gonna happen. But it's definitely going to happen. So, welcome to the first one. Obviously, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. But I hope that along the way I will get the hang of it. Like, I literally have no idea how to edit things. I only know how to edit the reels, but that's a very different concept and not that much, or it is a lot of work, but I think editing YouTube videos is going to be much more work. I'm going to film everything with my GoPro 9 and my phone, which is now filming. Is the iPhone 14 Pro. So I hope that the sound quality will be good enough all the time. If not, then I need to find a solution for that. But that's something for a next video that you guys can help me out with. If you think the quality is not good or anything, or you have any tips, just please let me know. And with that being said, let's just start with this whole video. So I really want to talk about my season last year. So last year, in the beginning of the season, I went on training camp in February. And at that point, I was still thinking, like, I want to be a cyclocross rider and everything about it. And I'm just going to do a couple of mountain bike races just for the fun. But then I came to realize that mountain biking was actually so fun. So much fun for me to do that throughout the season I did it more and more. So I tried a couple different disciplines. So I tried the cross country, I did the marathons, and I did like the very short races, the eliminators. And which ones I like the most were like the marathons and the eliminators. Just because the marathons are so long and you never know on which route you're going to go, which is so fun to me because I never do a recon. I always wear my Wahoo watch. So, yeah. I literally don't know when which corner is going to come. Just that being said, I just found it so fun to do. And that is why this year I decided to do more mountain biking. So this will be my third year that I do mountain bike races, and I saw last year already that like it's not about the fitness that I like or anything, but it's really that I like the technical things. So for example, like doing the jumps and doing the drops and the rock gardens and everything like that is just so going against my nature, because I have been always a cyclocross rider. And I did road in the past, but as a cyclocross rider, you get told like, don't go on routes, don't go near rocks. And it's just like, it just gets printed into your head, and it's just so different to ride. Because I see it now if I go into the forest and I do exactly the same routes. One I do on my cyclocross bike and one on my mountain bike. With my mountain bike, I just can ride over everything. And you don't have to think about it a lot. And then if you go on your cyclocross bike, it's like, okay, I need to go right here, then there, just to avoid everything. So obviously, because I got selected for the World Championships and I did a lot of World Cups last year in the Eliminator, my season ended in the mountain bike very late. So I thought to myself, why not also do the Crocodile Trophy, which was in November, and the World Championships was in October. So I ended my mountain bike season like halfway November, which is very late, like very, very late, because the cyclocross season always starts in September. I've never missed a cyclocross season start, only last year I did, which was very weird to me, because since the year that I started cycling, I was like 13 years old, I always did the first race of the season in September, and now I couldn't. Or no, I could not even do it. I was thinking like to myself I could, but I couldn't really because I had races to do, but never mind. And then I finished so late in the season I did some cyclocross races because I just love doing cyclocross races so much. But unfortunately, yeah, I won some cyclocross races though. I won 3 cyclocross races in 2022, and I did some podiums also as well. But I didn't ride so much cyclocross races. I really love doing it, but the thing is, my bikes, it's also a bit of a problem because I have they're in my possession now for more than 4 seasons. But as you know, I ride on my cyclocross bikes in the winter with a single chainring in the front, and then when it's summer, I rebuilt my cyclocross bikes into a double ring in the front, and then they are road bikes. So I've been using them for like, I say 4 seasons, it's almost 4 years now, constantly non-stop, and they're just empty. I don't know. They have no energy anymore, which is shit, because something that constantly happens, like every race that I rode until now, only one race not, where it was a very sandy course, but all the other races that I rode, my chain just drops like 1 or 2 times in the race. It's a little bit shitty because in like national races, like the Belgian national races and the Dutch national races, there is no problem in that, because no offense, I mean, and no offense at all, but how do you say it? Like the level is not that high as in a UCI race, obviously. And in national races, I can just get it back on and then go and make up for the difference. But in the UCI races, I just can't. And that is something that happened in Pétange. It was my only UCI race that I did. It was on the 1st of 2023. My only cyclocross UCI race that I did until now, in the cyclocross season. And my chain just dropped, and there is like a very long downhill, and I had to put on my chain on like the lightest, the biggest chain ring in the back, you know, just to keep it from dropping, which did not help. It dropped. So that was also a bit burp. I finished 12th, and otherwise I think that I could have had a better result if that wasn't the case, because it is a lap that I really like, and it is very good for me as well. But yeah, that is something that I'm now struggling with to think about. Am I going to do nationals with bikes like this, for example? Do I want to do it? Because now I'm riding cyclocross because I really, really love it, but it's also very difficult for me to ride with bikes and have an excuse and being like, yeah, my train dropped again, because I don't like being like this. I don't like saying shit like this, because in the end it's my problem, obviously. But do I want to ride nationals knowing and having the fear that my chain is going to drop, that I know that it's going to drop, and have a shit result, you know? Do I want that? I don't know. Obviously, it also can. There is the chance that it's not dropping, but because it dropped in all the races that I rode until now, only one not, you have this kind of fear inside of your mind which says like it's going to drop, so you need to ride very carefully. You have to do this, to see that it's not getting dropped. You know, you ride differently if you don't have worries like that in your mind. But on the other end, I know that the mountain bike season is just around the corner, and that is what I want to talk about with you next. So flip my hair around and let's talk mountain bike season 2023 for me. What are my plans? Yee! So I'm so pleased to say that this year I will be focusing on marathon races and on eliminator races this year, because I just liked them so much last year, especially the mountain bike ones. I just love them, and that is why I am doing more this year. So I'm doing a lot of actually mountain bike stage races, not that much one day races, So in, trying to look for the date, so in 2 weeks, something like that, I have my first marathon stage race on the in the Costa Blanca, so near Calpe, where I go every year because I'm a Calpe girl. I don't know why. But I'm going to do my first mountain bike stage race there, and I need to see how my form is because I have had exams now. The weather in Belgium has been SHET, you know, poop, not good, not good at all. It was very difficult for me to do longer hours, and also a personal thing that I always have around winter time, around December, November, I get a little bit down with my training. I don't have as much motivation, even though I know that the races are going to come. But just because it is so cold, there is no sunlight. The sun comes up here around 9 and then it goes down again at like 4 or 5. And it's just, I need the sunlight. I mean, I'm sitting now in the sun and I couldn't be happy because this is the first time in like, I think a month that the sun is out. And the other days it's just gray, rain, or just gray. And it's not fun, you know? And I get a little bit down from that. You can call it like a seasonal depression, winter depression. But now I am again a little bit sad because the sun hasn't come out that much. And now the sun has come out. And I think that after nationals, I will just go to Calpe a week earlier than planned because I just really need it. I just feel that I need it. Like, it's not that I'm fleeing away from here or something. It's just, I need the tranquility. I need to relax. But yeah, the big goal this year is just to actually ride the mountain bike races, or to ride the marathon races and the XCE races, so the eliminator races. I really want to have a top 5 in eliminator races this year, which I need to work on like really much, because if I compare myself to the other girls, they're all very muscular and they all have very much power in the legs. I do not yet, but we can train on that. Also, I need to have more technique. I'm still afraid to do some jumps and to do some rock gardens and all those things. And the other girls who just go full in, and I'm just not there yet. But I mean, those are all things that can be trained on, so I'm not that worried. And then for the marathon, I just really want to go to Glasgow to do the World Championship there. And European Championship also in France. So yeah, all very interesting things are coming, and I love to take you guys all on this journey with me. I hope you liked this video. This was my first video. I said it was going to be basic, and it is basic because I don't need to edit as much normally. I hope so. And then I will see you guys next time. On my next video, because I was going to do a video a week, and I'm going to do that. So I hope next time that I can show you guys all the footage from the national championships, cyclocross. Cheers!